Yes. So, hello students. So, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋ numericals of current electricity, the important concept and the important numerical. And ಇದು ತುಂಬ important for a PU board examination ಪ್ರಕಾರ. So, just ಒಂದು quick revision of formulas ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಗ numerical ಹೋಗೋಣ. So, now, what are the formulas ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ recollect ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ current. What is current equal to Q by T? Now, Q by T ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ this is average current. So what is my instantaneous current? Instantaneous current is dq by dt. Differentiate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so next formula ಬಂದು resistance. So resistance formula ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, resistance is equal to rho L by A. And current formula in terms of drift velocity NA VDE. What is N here? N is the number density, total number of electron by volume of the conductor. So that is the number density. And the next formula, current density, current equal to I by A. Athwa we have one more formula, current density equal to sigma into E. Sigma is the conductivity and E is the electric field. Next formula, fifth one, drift velocity formula. What is the drift velocity? Equal to minus EE M. Capital is the electric field, small is the charge of electron, tau is the relaxation time, M is the mass of electron. And another formula for conductivity, Ne square tau by M. N is the number density, is the charge of electron, tau is the relaxation time, and M is the mass of electron. And from the Ohm's law, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು V equal to IR. And next ಬರುತ್ತೆ combination of cells. ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ combination of cells ಅಲ್ಲಿ series combination. E1, R1, second cell E2 and R2. So it will become, the series combination is E1 plus E2. What about resistance? R1 plus R2. In case E1, E2 ಎರಡು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ 2E ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು 2R ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ n ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ES equal to N into E and RS become N into R. Simple. And ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ನಾನು ಅಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ರಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಈ ಥರನೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ E1 R1, ಇದು E2 R2. ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾ E1 ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ E2 ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅದು ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ES ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು E1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ E2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ RS ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು R1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ R2. ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರವಾದ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ EMF ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಸೀದಾ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, E1 R1, ಇದು E2 R2. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ EP equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, R1 ಇಂಟು R2 ಬರೀತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು R1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ R2 ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್. ಮತ್ತು RP ಏನು, R1 ಇಂಟು R2 by R1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ R2. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ n ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ EP ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು E. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಪಿ? ಆರ್ ಪಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ R by N. If N cells are connected in parallel, effective EMF remains as EMF of one cell, but RP become R by N. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ KVL ಕೇಸನ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ಲೈಕ್ ರಿಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸೀದಾ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್: the terminal potential difference of a cell connected to the external resistor is 4 ohm and 2.4 volt. When the same cell is connected to an external resistance of 9 ohm, and the new potential difference will be 2.7 volt. Find the EMF and internal resistance of the cell. So now we will what is the actual EMF of the cell and the internal resistance of the cell. So the question is clear agide. So yavaga nanu ondu cell na connect ಮಾಡಿದೆ to an resistance of 4 ohm, it provides potential of 2.4 volt. If the same cell is connected to the another resistor of 9 ohm, it gives the potential of 2.7 volt. 2.7 volt. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ what is the EMF of the battery or a cell and internal resistance of the cell. So we are using the same cell. We are using the same cell. When the same cell is connected, if the same cell means E1 should be equal to E2. Correct alla? So if E1 is equal to E2 because of the same cell and the internal resistance also remains the same. So here R1 is also equal to R2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ EMF ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ EMF ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? EMF is equal to terminal potential plus I into R, internal resistance. So ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ E1 equal to E2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ V1 plus I1 R1 is equal to V2 plus I2 R2. R2 R1 are same, so we can write this. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು I1 and I2 value ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So we have to find I1 and I2 value first. So we'll find I1 and I2. What is I1 and I2? How can we find? That's why that is given from Ohm's law help. We can write I equal to V by R. So I1 equal to V1 by R1. So I1 equal to V1. What is the V1 value they given? 2.4 by R1. R1 is 4. That become 0.6 ampere. I1 is 0.6. Similarly, we can find I2. What is I2? So V2 by R2. So what is the V2 value they given? 2.7 volt by 9. So 27 by 9 is nothing but 0.3 ampere. That is I2 value. So we got both the things. So ನಾನೀಗ I1 I2 value substitute ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ V1 value ಗೊತ್ತು. What is the V1 value? 2.4 plus I1 value ಗೊತ್ತು 0.6 into R equal to VT ಆಗಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತು. What is the VT value? 2.7 and I2 value 0.3 into R. So if we simplify this, what we'll get? So we'll get 0.6 or 0.3 R. Yes, 0.3 R is equal to 7.3 minus 2.4, 0.3 R. 0.3, 0.3 get cancels, we'll get 1 ampere. Sorry, 1 ohm. So 1 ohm is internal resistance. Once you got 1 ohm as internal resistance, now we can find the EMF easily. How to find EMF now easily? So EMF 1 equal to V1 plus I1 into R. So E1 is equal to V1. So what is the V1 value? 2.4. So 2.4 plus I1 0.6 into 1. So that becomes 3 volt. If you find E2, that also becomes same because E1 is equal to E2. Because check ಮಾಡಿ. E2 equal to V2 plus I2 into R. So E2 equal to V2. What is the V2 value? 2.7. I2 value 0.3. R value is 1. So that become 3 volt. This is the E2 value. Yes. So we'll move to the next question. For the next question, I think previous question ಅದು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we'll move to the next question. So second question, a copper wire has length ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So always make habit of writing given data. So that is very important in the PU board examination. So given data with formula carries 1 mark and substitution also having marks. So ಎಲ್ಲಾನು proper ಆಗಿ step wise follow ಮಾಡಿ. So given length of conductor is 50 centimeter, and next one diameter is given, but we want radius is half of the diameter, so 0.5 mm, that you can convert to meter 10 to the power of minus 3, and current is given 3 ampere, and next given number density means n is given 8.5 10 to the power of 28, that is 10 to the power of 28, okay, per meter cube, that is per meter cube. So now when can we go first to current density? Yeah, we have to find the J value first thing, and the second thing we have to find the drift velocity. Why? To find the drift velocity. Next thing we have to find the time taken. So time taken to drift through 50 centimeter. Okay, so we'll find the current density first. So what are the formulas I can able to use to find current density now from this formula? So before that, I think, okay, so we know current density equal to I by A. I is given 3 ampere, but area is not given. You have to find area. What is the area? We know area formula. Area equal to pi into r square. So area equal to pi value is 3.14 into radius is 0.5 10 to the power of minus 3 square. So this become 3.14 into 0.5. 0.5 square is 0.25 10 to the power of minus 6. So multiply, it becomes 0.785 10 to the power of minus 6 meter square is the area. So if I substitute this value, I can find the current density. Current density equal to I is 3, and by 0.785 10 to the power of minus 6. If minus 6 goes to numerator, become plus 6. So 3 by 0.785 10 to the power of plus 6. So 3 by 0.785 will become 3.822 10 to the power of plus 6. So unit will be ampere per meter square is the current density. So A question is done. So what is the next question? B question. We have to find the drift velocity. As per the question, we can understand that drift velocity can be found out. So we have two formulas for drift velocity. Obviously, remember E tau by m. From this one, we don't know relaxation time. They're not given electric field, so we can't use that. So we can't use that. So if I can't use that, so we'll go for the next formula. What is the next formula? So I equal to NAVD. So from this one I can find drift velocity. So drift velocity equal to I by NAE. So I is 3 and number density is given. What is the number density value they given? 8.5 10 to the power of 28 into area is given 0.785 10 to the power of minus 6 into E. So what is the E value? 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19. So if I simplify this for drift velocity, I can write 3 by, so after simplification it become 10.676 into 10 to the power of minus 19 minus 25 plus 3. Yes, plus 3. So 3 by 10 point, that is approximately 0.3, so 0.281 10 to the power of minus 3. So meter per second. We got the drift velocity. So once we got the drift velocity, what is the C thing we have to find? There's a C question. The C question is time taken. So what is the time taken formula we can find out here? The time taken from the definition of velocity. Velocity is equal to distance traveled by time taken. So from this one we can write time taken is equal to length by velocity. Which velocity? Drift velocity. So from this one we can write length is 50 centimeter, 15 to 10 to the power of minus 2. By drift velocity is given 0.28, so I can write this as 0.28, 110 to the power of minus 3. If minus 3 goes to numerator, it will become plus 3. So 50 by 0.28. So that become 117. So that I can write directly 1779.3 seconds. So this is the time taken. Generally, we keep the answer in terms of second assignment. So 177.93 seconds is the time taken by the electron. I think ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we'll move to the next question. What is the next question here? The third one. Yes. So circuit miss ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So circuit ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನಾನು. So what is the circuit? So 2 volt 1 ohm is the internal resistance is connected to an external resistor of 10 ohm and is again connected to another battery of 4 volt and 2 ohm as internal resistance. Yes, this is a circuit given. We have to find the what is the power dissipated in the 10 ohm. The 10 ohm is external resistor. We have to find what is the power dissipated in the 10 ohm. So for the circuit is clear. It suggests that the circuit is parallel combination of cells. So we'll use the parallel combination of cell. EP equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. So E1 is 2 volt. E1 is 2 volt and R2 is, so E1 is 2 volt, R2 is 2 and E2. So what is the E2 value? 4. But what is the R1 value? 1. So R1 plus R2. So R1 value is 1 but R2 is 2. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ತಪ್ಪಿರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ 2 into 1 plus 4 into 2 ತಗೋತೀರಾ ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ E1 into R2 plus E2 into R1 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಇಯರ್. So this will become 2 into 2 4 plus 2 4 into 1 4 so 3. So it become 8 by 3 volt is the EMF value. So next EMF ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಕಂಡುಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ RP value. What is the RP value then? This is simple R1 into R2. So 1 into 2 by 1 plus 2 that is become, so 2 by 3 ohms is the internal resistance value. Once you know the internal resistance value, we know another formula for current. So what is the current formula? I equal to E effective by R plus R effective. So from this formula I can write I equal to E effective value is 8 by 3 by external resistor is 10 ohm plus internal resistance 2 by 3 ohm. So if you take an LCM, this become 13, 32, that is 8. So 8 by 32 will get, correct now? So 8 by 32 which is nothing but 0.1 by 4, 1 by 4 nothing but 0.25 ampere. So current we got. Once you got the current, can we find potential across this? What is the potential across this? V equal to I into R. So I value is 0.25 and R value is 10. 0.25 into 10 is nothing but simply 2.5 volt is the potential difference across it, and current is 0.25. Once you know the potential and current, can we find power dissipated? So power equal to V into I. So what is the V value? V value is 2.5 and the current is 0.25. So 2.5 into 0.25 will become 0.625 watt is the power. 0.625 watt is the power. Hope ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಇ ಪಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಡಿತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ ಪಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಐ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಡಿತ್ತು. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಐ ನೋ ಐ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ವಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಓಮ್ಸ್ ಲಾ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಐ ನೋ ಇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಸೊ ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಒನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 cells ಇದೆ. So whose voltage is 2 volt and one internal resistance value, and this is connected to another cell of potential 4 volt and 2 ohms. Okay, so this is connected to an external resistor of 5 ohm. The question is almost same but your external resistor is 5 ohm. So now the question is little bit difference here. What is the difference? So that they send the current in the same direction. Same direction means the polarities are same, I1 plus I2 through the external resistor. Find the current and potential difference across the external resistor. ಈ external resistor across ಏನು potential current ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೀವೇ ಕಂಡಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ, ನೀವೇ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 5 ohm, ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ 10 ohm. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ check the solution once you're done. Okay, so let's go. 1 2 3 start. Yes, so ep value, ep is equal to e1 r2 plus e2 r1 by r1 plus r2. So if you substitute e1 and e2 value, that is nothing but 4 into 1 plus 2 into 2 by 1 plus 2, that become 4 plus 4 8, 8 by 3. This also 8 by 3 volt. And rp value is going to be same. Sorry, what is the practice? Yeah, 5. Yes, rp value same ಬರುತ್ತೆ because r1 into r2 by r1 plus r2. So r1 r2 values into 1 into 2 2, 2 1 plus 2 3, so 2 by 3 ohms is the rp value. So rp value ep value same. Next time ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ. So we have to find the I value. So now the difference will come. I equal to ep by r plus rp. So ep value clearly 8 by 3. So r value is 5 and rp value is 2 by 3. If you simplify, this will become 8 by 17. 3 3 get cancelled. So what we got the answer finally? 0.47 ampere. And once another current I can find B equal to IR. So I value 0.47 and it is into 5. 4.7 into 5, that is become 2.351 volt. This is the voltage value and the current value is 0.47 ampere. So this is the practice question. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಗುಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಿದೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟು? ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, there is a battery which is connected to an 6 ohm and connected to an external resistor of 10 ohm, and here another 6 ohm and connected to the second battery of 2 volt 1 ohm, and this first one is 4 volt and 2 ohms, and this again connected to another resistor of 4 ohm, and this again connected to another resistor of 4 ohm. Yeah, identical one. Good. So next 10 ohm. Now we have to find here what is the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. So we have to find what is the potential difference across this. There is a question. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so which is similar as the previous question, ನೀವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. This network is not that much complicated. So ನನ್ನ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ 6 ohm ಈ 4 ohm they are series with battery, and ಹೇಗೆ internal resistance ಬರೀತೀರಾ ನೀವು next to the battery. So internal resistance of 2 ohm, 6 plus 4, they are in series with battery. So can I write it as the circuit as simply, I'll rewrite the circuit. So 4 volt and internal resistance of 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 2 12 ohms as internal resistance for first battery, and same thing is going to happen for the second one as well, because 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 1 11. So here it becomes 2 volt and 11 ohms as the internal resistance, and this is 10 volt. Now can I use the same formula, same method which I done for the previous question? So I will find out first EP. What is the EP value? E2 R1. So E2 value is, sorry, E1 is 4, R2 value is 11, and E2 is 2 and R1 is 12 by R1 plus R2. So 12 plus 11, that will becomes, so 68 by 23. 68 by 23 is 2.95 volts. 2.95 volts. So this is the EP value. So we have to find RP value. So what is the RP value then? It's R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. So what is the R1 value? We understand 12, and R2 value is 11 and 12 plus 11. So that becomes 132 by 23. 132 by 23 is approximately equal to 5.74 ohms. This is the internal resistance value and there is EP value. Once I know EP value, RP value, obviously you find current. What is the current value? EP by R plus RP. So EP value is how much? 2.95 and R value is 10. External resistance value, internal resistance value is 5.74. So if you simplify this, this becomes 0.187 ampere. This is the current. So once I find the current, what is the next thing we have to find in the question? Potential. Potential is nothing but I into R. So V equal to I value is 0.187 and the R value is 10. So 1.87 that become potential difference across the resistor R. That is the answer. So hope ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಥರ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನು ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವೇ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಏನು ಇದು 2 volt 1 amp 1 ohm and the second one is 4 volt and 2 ohms and ಇಲ್ಲಿ resistor values ಬಂದು 5 to 5. Okay, 5 ohm 2 ohm 5 ohm and 2 ohms. So 5 to 5 2. So and the center one is 10 ohm. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ದಿಸ್ 5 and this 2 and this 1 are connected like series to the battery one. So we can read the circuit. The circuit will become 2 volt and 5 plus 2 7 8 ohms as the internal resistance value and connected to the 10 ohm. And again this is connected again 5 plus 2 7 7 plus 2 2 9. So this will become 4 volt and 9 ohms as the internal resistance value. Now you can try for this one. So pause ಮಾಡಿ try ಮಾಡಿ. So ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So just will go. So 1 2 3 go. Now so EP value, what is the EP value? E1 R2. So E1 is 2, R2 value is 9 and E2 R1, E2 value is 4 and R1 value is 8. So and it become R1 plus R2. So R1 plus R2. So R1 plus R2 is 9 plus 8 alva. 9 plus 8, sorry. 9 plus 8. So 2 into 9 and 32 17. So this becomes 50 by 17. So what is 50 by 17? 50 by 17 is 2.941 voltage. And similarly we have to find RP value. So what is the RP value? RP is equal to R1 into R2. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ, 9 into 8 by 9 plus 8. So 9 into 8 is 72 by 9 plus 8 is 17. So 72 by 17 is 4.24 ohms. So RP value ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು and EP value ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. So what is the next thing we have to do? We have to find obviously current. So what is the current value? EP by this value. So what is the EP value? 2.941 by R value is 10, 10, 10 plus, so 4.24. So that will become 2.94 by 14.24. So 2.94 by 14.24, that will become 0.21 ampere is the current. Once you find the current value, we can find the potential. Potential equal to I into R. I is 0.21 and the R value is 10. So 0.21 into 10, that will become 2.1 volt. 2.1 volt is the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. I think ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ same answer ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we'll move to the next question. What's the next question? So now, yes. So first write the given data always. The given data, wire as length. Length is given 2 meter. Next they given diameter. Diameter is given directly, so it's good. So diameter is given. So diameter means we have to find the radius value. 0.05 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, millimeter to meter. So length is 2 meter and the radius is 0.05. And the resistivity is given. What is the resistivity? Resistivity is 1.963 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter, and connected in series with a battery of EMF is 3 volt, and internal resistance is given, that is 1 ohm. Calculate the resistance of the wire. We have to find the resistance of the wire and the current in the circuit. So we have to find the current in the circuit. So this is the question. So if I want to do this, I should find the resistance value first. So before finding that, you have to find the area. So what is the area? Area equal to pi r square. So pi is 3.14 and radius is 0.05 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square. That become, after multiplication, 78.5 10 to the power of minus 10 meter square is the area. So once I got area, next we can directly go to resistance value. So what is the resistor formula? So resistor R equal to rho L by A. Key formula choose because they given resistivity. So R equal to rho, with the rho value they given 1.963 10 to the power of minus 8 into length. Length is given as 2 meter and area we found out 78.5 10 to the power of minus 10. So if we do this, we'll get 3.926 10 to the power of minus 8 by 78.5 10 to the power of minus 10. So if I divide this to 3.78, so I'll get 0.0500127 10 to the power of minus, so minus 8 plus 10 is plus 2. So if we shift the 2 points, it become 5.001 ohm. So approximately equal to R equal to 5 ohm. Once I got R equal to 5 ohm, can I find the current now? So what is the current equal to, as per the question, EMF by R plus internal resistance. So EMF is, they given the question 3 volt and the external resistor we found out 5 and internal resistor value they given as 1. So from this we can write this is 3 by 6, which is nothing but 0.5. So 0.5 ampere is the current in the circuit. I think ಈ question ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. So next we'll move to the next question. So what is the next question? They given, first write the given data first. Given data. So given the number for a copper, the number density is given. So number density means N, 8.5 10 to the power of plus 28. That is plus 28 per meter cube. So, and resistivity is given, means rho. Resistivity is 1.7 into 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter. This is minus 8. So calculate the conductivity of the copper. So you have to find the conductivity, the relaxation time. So you have to find the relaxation time for a free electron. Take the mass. The mass is given. The mass of electron is 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Okay, so charge of electron is given 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so we have to find the current, sorry, conductivity. So how to find conductivity? Once you know the resistivity, you know the formula. We know that conductivity is just reciprocal of resistivity. So 1 by 1.7 10 to the power of minus 8 will become the answer. So minus 8 become plus 8. So 1 by 8.1 by 1.7 become 0.588 10 to the power of plus 8. Okay, Simon is the unit. So once you got this, what is the next question? You have to find the relaxation time. If you want to find the relaxation time, so as per this, they give a number density. So we have to go for conductivity, we know. So conductivity equal to Ne square tau by m is the option we have. So from this one, relaxation time is equal to mass of electron into conductivity by number density into square of the charge of electron. So relaxation time, mass of electron is 9.1 10 to the power of minus 31 into conductivity we found out 0.588 10 to the power of plus 8 by number density is given 8.5 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 28 into 1.6 10 to the power of minus 19 whole square. So this will become 9.1 into 0.588 will become 5.351 10 to the power of 31 means that is become minus 23. So by after squaring it become 22.56 into 8.5 will become 21.76 10 to the power of minus 10, because 19 into 2 38, minus 38 plus 28 become minus 10. So 5.35 by 21.6 will become 0.245 10 to the power of plus 10, also minus 13 seconds. This is the relaxation time. So ಈ question ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we'll move to the next one. What's the next one? Two identical cells, each of, so again, so there are two identical cells, they connected first in series. So each of EMF is 15 volt and 15 volt series and connected in parallel across the external resistor 5 ohm. So they are using the same resistor, external resistor as 5 ohm. Once they're connected in series, next time they're connected in parallel. 5 ohm is the same 15 volt and the 15 volt. The same internal resistance, there is no change. Now the question is, calculate the value of internal resistance of the cell. So we need to find this. So for this we have to find first here ES value, the effective value of EMF. So ES equal to 15 plus 15 because there is E1 plus E2. So better write the formula first. E1 plus E2. So 15 plus 15 will become 30, and we will find RS. RS equal to R plus R. There is 2R. And similarly, we'll find for the parallel combination. So EP, they are identical. If they are identical, it's parallel combination simple. EP will remain as E only, same in EMF as individual, and RP become R by N because they are identical. That become R by 2. Now, once I know EP and RP values, so now we'll find the current in these things. So how to find the current here? I equal to EMF in series by R plus series. So in series combination, IS is equal to 30 by external resistor value is 5 plus 2R. And in the parallel combination, IP equal to, so it is 15 by external resistance 5, it is R by 2. If you simplify this, 2 goes to numerator, become 30 by 10 plus R. So this is I2. So one thing is clearly the given produces the same current. It may be in parallel combination, it may be in series combination. In both the cases, the current will remain the same. That is what the data is given in the question. If there is the data in the question, so we can write clearly here IS equal to IP, because current in the series combination is exactly equal to parallel combination. Then I can write current in series 30 by 5 plus 2R. In the parallel combination is 30 by 10 plus R. So 30 cancels, we'll get 10 plus R equal to 5 plus 2R. So from this one, this has become 5 and this become R. So we got R is equal to 5 ohms. So once we got R equal to 5 ohms, so we can find the current easily. So what is the current value then? So current is equal to, we can find I1 and I2, because I1 is equal to I2, they given. So anything is fine, you can find. So I1 is equal to ES by R plus RS. So ES value we know 30, R value is 5 and RS value, so 2R. 30 by 5 plus R value we know, that become 10. So 30 by 15. 30 by 15 is become 2 ampere. So 2 ampere is the current value. So I think ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So next we'll do next question ಹೋಗೋಣ. So next question, I think ಈ question ನೀವೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇದು ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. So what is the given data? The given EMF of the battery, the EMF is 10 volt. So make a habit of writing given data always, because which is required for the board examination. So EMF is given, that is 10 volt, and internal resistance is given, small r is 3 ohm, and next connected to a resistor. If the current is 5, current is given 0.5 ampere. What is the resistance value? So what is the external resistor value connected? We have to find that. And what is the terminal voltage? So we have to find the terminal voltage as well. So when the circuit is closed, simple. So if this is a scenario, we have to find first what is the external resistor value. How can we find? We know the formula, I equal to EMF by R plus R. From this I know current value is 0.5, EMF value they given 10 volt, resistor value we have to find, internal resistance value we know, that is 3. So if we simplify, we will get, so R plus 3 equal to 20, so R equal to 17 ohm. So external resistor value is 17 ohm. If external resistance value is 17 ohm, we can find the terminal potential, because terminal potential equal to EMF minus IR. This scenario, what is the terminal potential equal to EMF? The EMF is 10 volt as per the question, minus current. Current they given as 0.5, 0.5 into internal resistance value they given as 3. So 10 minus 1.5, that become 8.5 volt is the terminal potential value. I think ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we'll move to the next question, the ninth one. So write the given data. So what is the given data? First thing they given, mass is 100 milligram, 100 10 to the power of minus 3 gram to kg, milli minus 3 minus 3, so that become 10 to the power of minus 6, 10 to the power of minus 4 kg is the mass. And nichrome metal is drawn into the wire of cross section, or cross section area is given. Good. So 0.05 millimeter square. Millimeter to meter square is, so minus 3 square minus 6 meter square. Yes. So calculate the resistance of the wire. We have to find the resistance of the wire and given density of the nichrome. They given density of nichrome. What is the density of nichrome? Taken as D, 8.4 10 to the power of plus 3 kg per meter cube. This is the density of the copper they given. Which density? The mass density. And resistivity is given. What is the resistivity is given? 1.2 10 to the power of minus 6 ohm meter. 1.2 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter. So we have to find here simply what is the resistance of the wire. So simple, if I want to find the resistance of the wire, I know from this formula resistance equal to rho into L by A. Resistivity is given, area is given, whether length is given? No, we have to find length. How can you find the length? To find the length, volume is given indirectly because mass density is given. From mass density we can find mass by volume. Density formula is mass by volume. So volume equal to mass by density. So volume is equal to mass is given 10 to the power of minus 4 and density they given 8.4 10 to the power of 3. So if we simplify, we get a volume as 1 by 8.4 10 minus 3 plus 3, so minus 3, 0.119 10 to the power of minus 7 meter cube. Correct. Once you got the volume, now can I find the length? Because I know volume equal to area into length. So from this we can find the length. So length is equal to volume by area. So length is equal to 0.119 10 to the power of minus 7. And the area of cross section they given 5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So no, oh, 5, sorry. So 5 into 10 to the power of 5 into 10 to the power of minus 8. 1 2, yeah, minus 8 meter square. So 0.115 by 5, 0.11 by 5. So we'll get here length is equal to 0.238 meter. We got the length as this much. So once we got the length, we can find resistance easily because R equal to rho L by A. So rho is given. What is the rho value? 1.2 10 to the power of minus 6. Length value 0.238 by area is 5 10 to the power of 8 minus 8. So if you simplify this, you get 1.2 into 0.1.2 into 0.238. That becomes 0.2826 by 5 by 5 plus 2. So that become 5.712 ohm is the resistance value. 5.712 is the resistance value. So resistance value found out. Yes. Next, we'll move to the next question. If you have any doubt, please ask me. So next question, they're not given circuit. I'll give the circuit. I missed the circuit actually. So this is 10 ohm, this is 20 ohm, this is 15 ohm, and this one is 5 ohm. and a galvanometer of resistance 10 ohm, and here connected to a battery, and this is connected to another battery, so connected to the another end. This is 10 volt, and it is the current I, and this current divides into I1 and I2. This one is I1 minus Ig, and this one is I2 plus Ig, and this one is Ig. So I can give some of the names for the corners at the nodes A, B, C, D. Now we have to use here KVL and KCL. So from the first loop, by applying KVL, by KVL to loop AB DA. So from that loop we can write, so I1 into 10, they are in the same direction, so minus I1 into 10. Next, Ig into G. So Ig into G, they are in the same direction, so I will take minus Ig into G. G is 10. Next, we are in the opposite direction, so plus I2 into 5 equal to 0. So I can take 5 common here. If I take a 5 common, we left with minus become 2I1 plus 2Ig, and this side become minus minus get cancelled, so I2. This is equation number 1. Next we'll take the second loop, which is second loop BCDB. BCDB from that loop, by applying KVL to the loop BCDB. From this loop we can write I1 minus Ig into 20, the same direction, so minus, so opposite plus I2 plus Ig into 15, so opposite direction plus Ig into G. G is 10 equal to 0. So from this one we can write, so minus 20 I1, so this is plus, so if we simplify this we'll get 20 I1, yes, minus 20 I1 plus 20 Ig, so plus 15 I2 and 15 Ig, and plus 10 Ig equal to 0, plus 10 Ig, 15, 25, 25 plus 20, 45 Ig, become plus 45 Ig. Next, this minus 20 I1, so minus 20 I1 plus 15 I2 equal to 0. So minus 20 ಆಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, so I can write, let it be, I can take here again, I can take 5 common at 40, 15, let it be as it is, not issue. So this is equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2 we can do one thing. So I need to find Ig anyhow. So if I want to find Ig, so I'm going to cancel I1. If I want to cancel I1, then equation 1 is multiplied by 10. Then equation 1 becomes 20 into I1 plus 20 into Ig minus 10 into I2 equal to 0. And next, I'll take the equation 2 as it is. So equation 2 is minus 20 I1 plus 45 Ig plus 15 I2 equal to 0. So from this one, plus and minus get cancelled. This become 65 Ig and plus 5 I2 equal to 0. So from this relation, we can do one thing. We can write the Ig relation in terms of I2. So this will become Ig into 65 is equal to minus 5 into I2. So I2 equal to minus Ig to 60 by 5 become minus 13 Ig is the I2 value. So I2 can be written as minus 13 Ig. So now we'll take the next loop. Which is the next loop? The outer loop I'll take ADCA. The next loop is ADCA. The next loop by the KVL to the loop ADCA. So from the ADCA loop, so I2 into 5, same direction minus I2 plus Ig into 15. So plus, what is the voltage value? 10 volt equal to 0. So from this one I can do one thing. I2 can be replaced by this minus into minus plus 13 into 5 into Ig and minus I2. So that can be again written as 13 Ig plus Ig into 15 plus 10 equal to 0. So this will become, so if I simplify, this will be, everything is Ig. So 65 Ig minus to minus plus 13 into 15 Ig minus 15 Ig equal to minus 10. So if you simplify this, you will get 52 Ig, 52 minus 52 Ig plus 3 Ig equal to 2. So 3 and this has become 49. So we got Ig equal to minus 2 by 49. 2 by 49 ampere. 2 by 49 ampere is the current value. So that is the end of the numerical. So I think ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಏನೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್.